Man, I really hoped this thing was going to generate some rental income for me. Problem is, it's a little spooky. What was that? Who's there? You're a burglar. I've got a gun. Lots of them. Ah!
Get out of my house.
Oh, enough. I got to get rid of this house. Who do I know that can sell it for me?
Hey Mark, how are you doing today? What can I do for you?
Robert, I've got a property I've got to liquidate. The problem is, it's haunted.
Yeah, no problem at all. Just text me that address and I'll see you there in a few minutes.
Thank you so much for coming right over. Tell me, have you ever sold a haunted house before?
You know, Mark, I've sold some interesting properties before. I don't think any of them have been haunted, but you know what? Don't worry about it, I got you.
Robert, tell us about your experience and how that brought you to where you are today.
You know, I was licensed in 1986 because I got into the appraisal business, and I co-owned a fairly large real estate appraisal company over in Fort Worth for quite a while. And you know, it helped me learn a lot about valuations, about property conditions, and the things that affect value for the most part. And then in 2009, 2010, I transitioned to building homes for a couple of years and really learned a lot about the construction process, working with general contractors. So in 2012, I transitioned into the real estate brokerage business as a broker associate, and you know, here in the Southlake market. And we focus primarily on luxury properties, although we service our clients in every type of property, but that's been our main focus. And it's been a pleasure. It's been just very gratifying to serve our clients throughout the Southlake area.
Wow, that's really impressive. So tell me, if I was to run across you on your day off, what might you be up to?
So, you know, Mark, I don't get a whole lot of days off in real estate, but I am married and my wife and I love to travel. We have 5 kids between us. We are a blended family. And, you know, it's a lot of fun. I've got a married daughter that lives in Pennsylvania with 2 grandkids. I've got a daughter that's about to get married this year in October. She lives in Fort Worth. One at Arkansas that's 19. And then we've got a 12 and 11-year-old back at home that are both cheerleaders and super involved in their school. So we spend a lot of time doing cheer and you know, supporting them as best we can. And then of course, when we have a chance, we love to travel with the kids. We love to take them to the beach. Last year we went skiing 3 times, which was a little too much, but it was a lot of fun. And we really enjoyed spending time together. We usually make a trip to the beach during the summer as well. And that's always an adventure. I know this past year we went to the beach with 3 girls and a dog in the backseat of my truck. So that was an interesting time, but it was a lot of fun and, you know, on a 13-hour drive, but we really enjoyed it. So those are a lot of things we love to do during the little bit of time we do have.
Wow, that's really impressive. So I'm wondering, what brought you to Southlake, Texas in the first place?
Well, I was originally actually born in Savannah, Georgia. And then my mom relocated us to Conroe, Texas when I was in like 7th grade. So I ended up graduating high school in Conroe. I came to Fort Worth to go to TCU in the early 80s, don't tell anybody. And then, you know, it's a funny thing too, in college, I worked out at Joe T. Garcia's for 4 years. And that's been a real fun thing now because still good friends with the family, still enjoy going out there, sitting on the patio, and we don't have to wait in the line. So that's always been a great thing too. You know, after the college, I went into the real estate appraisal business, and that's why I got licensed. I had a good friend in the business. It really interested me. So I stayed in that business for, as I mentioned, a long time, built a pretty good sized company. And then the government got involved in 2009 and I sold out to my partner. And so, you know, that I've just stayed on that real estate path throughout my career. And it's been a really fulfilling career path. It kind of gives me that basis of knowledge that not many other realtors or brokers have. And so I use that to my advantage when working with clients. And I really feel like it benefits my clients in the most advantageous way for them. And so that's really what I bring to the table as a broker is that deep experience from a appraisal standpoint, a builder standpoint, and of course as a real estate broker for the last 13, 14 years.
Wow, I know who I'm calling next time I want to go to Joe T. Garcia's. So tell me about your community involvement in Southlake. You guys are very busy. Talk to me about that.
You know, I'm thrilled to be a part of the Chamber of Commerce for Southlake, and I've been very honored to be on the board of directors with the Chamber. Both my wife and I also serve as ambassadors, so we try to attend as many ribbon cuttings and events that we can through the Chamber of Commerce. We both also serve on the Me Squared Foundation to help raise money for the auction coming up in the gala here in a few months. You know, we try to participate as much as we can in the local charities and events that happen throughout Southlake, and there are a lot of them, as you know. And then we're involved in our church. We've just recently joined a new church, and we really are just getting entrenched into that, and so that's been a big part of our life as well.
You've been involved in the real estate business for quite a while now. What piece of advice would you give to someone wanting to buy or sell?
You know, Mark, the biggest thing about selling real estate is, first of all, establishing the correct price. And unfortunately, too many times the price is off, and then, you know, buyers and sellers both have a bad experience. The second thing is determining who your buyer is. And if you determine who your buyer is, we can sell anything if it's priced at the right price. So, you know, even a haunted house, Mark, we're happy to help you with that. And we're, you know, I have no doubt that we can find the right buyer for your situation.